Good morning. Today we are going to apply Gauss law for a charged spherical shell. Okay, it is one of the application of Gauss law. Already you know Gauss law we have seen. Okay, and last class we have seen electric field due to a lengthy charged conductor also. Now we are going to see due to spherical shell. Okay, in exam you have to write one by one point. Okay, it will add mark for you. Okay, usually students are not able to write present well in the examination. That is the drawback of the many students. Only those students getting 98 or 90 100, okay, they are presenting well. Other students not presenting, therefore they know the concept, they know the result, everything, but they fail to present. Therefore you have to present well in the examination. Okay, it will take just 2 to 3 minutes extra work. Okay, if you present well, then you can also achieve very good marks. Okay, therefore from today onwards you plan how to present in an exam. Okay, say I have just drawn two circles with some materials only. Okay, I took one vessel and I drawn the circle, and I took one big vessel and I drawn another circle. Just like you have to plan some bangles or something, you have to take it for the exam. Okay, and you draw, then it will attract the examiner. Okay, if it attracts, then they will see and they will get impressed, okay, by your paper, and they will give good marks to you. Okay, because presentation is very important in your examination. Now see, uniformly charged spherical shell. Now this red circle is uniformly charged spherical shell and it has a radius r. Okay, now how to write? Let r be the radius of the spherical shell. Simply you write. Okay, and let q be the charge distributed on the surface of the given cell. Okay, next we are considering a point at P. Consider a point P, or let a point P be at a distance r from the center of the spherical shell. Just like you write let 3 lines or 4 lines. After that you go for a derivation. Okay, it will add value for your presentation. Now what you want to do, consider a point P I have written. Okay, electric field is along the radius. Okay, electric field is along this radius, that means radially outward. Now you consider a small surface ds. Okay, and the unit vector is acting radially out. Now as usual you have to go for the derivation. Simple, very simple. What to do? Now electric field E, okay, or you go for a flux first. Okay, flux phi equals E or surface integral of E dot ds. Okay, first go for the flux, that is mathematical expression for the flux. Now you make it equation 1. Here you have to write according to mathematical expression of the flux, or simply flux equal to. Okay, you have to write inverse also. Now this flux, okay, phi into E ds, because both are scalar product. Okay, and the cos theta comes, and theta equal to 0 means then cos theta equal to 1. You can write, okay, ds cos theta, and when theta equal to 0, cos theta equal to 1. Therefore your flux phi equals E surface integral of ds. Okay, now this is the black circle is our Gaussian surface, the red circle is our given spherical shell, and this black circle is the Gaussian surface which passes on our point P. Okay, now you have to put surface area, okay, for this ds. Therefore flux phi equal E into 4 pi r squared. Okay, this is another sphere, okay, of radius small r. This capital R is the radius of the charged sphere. This is our imagined Gaussian sphere. Okay, now you are having this formula. Now your Gauss law states flux phi equal Q by epsilon 0 according to Gauss law. You have to write. Now equation this 2 or 3 you can put it. Okay. You can put this 2, you can put this 3. Okay. Equating 2 and 3 because both the left hand sides are equal. Therefore, always you take E in the left hand side. Therefore, E into 4 pi r square equals Q by epsilon 0. Now you want E only. Therefore, E equals Q by 4 pi r square epsilon 0. Okay. Now, what is the result you are getting? Already you got for the point charge. Okay. The same thing here. Okay. That means all the charges are concentrated at one point for the charged spherical shell. It depends upon only 1 by r squared. Okay. It is for a point at a distance r. Now we have to consider for three cases. One is point at distance r outside the spherical shell. Next is electric field due to on the surface. Electric field due to on the surface. That means at this point, or you consider at this point. Okay. Then what will happen in this equation? Your small r becomes capital R. Okay. Because here you may this point is at distance r, small r. Now this point is coming here or coming here. Okay. Don't worry. Both are same. Okay. Because at distance only are coming here. That means this Gaussian surface is on the surface of a charged spherical shell only. Therefore, your small r becomes capital R. That means your E becomes Q by 4 pi r squared epsilon 0. This is for the point on the surface of the spherical shell. And next one, if the point is here, okay, inside the spherical shell, and you know electric field is radially outwards, and inside the spherical shell electric field is 0. Therefore, electric field inside the cell is 0. That means three cases we have seen. For this, electric field due to uniformly charged spherical shell. Inside the cell, electric field is 0. Okay, because electric field always radially outward. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe and put a comment.